Right, so chin rest. Really, really difficult behaviour to teach with duration, but a brilliant one for working the mind. So you see, as Loki just demonstrated, the chin eventually rests on the palm of the hand and stays there for whatever duration of time we require. Mark, reward. So to begin with, we start with a flat palm. This is our resting, our table, our platform, and a piece of food pinched in between the thumb and forefinger. So we want the dog to be almost nibbling our finger while our palm, our resting table, is below their chin, and we use that lure hand to lower the nose into the chin, marking good when we feel that contact before removing the platform hand and feeding. So you see here, lure, chin, good, remove hand, feed. So initially the dog's chin will be hitting your hand for a second, you mark, reward, and it's a repetitive process. How do we build that duration where the dog holds the chin on the hand for longer periods of time? We start with multiple bits of food, okay? So we have a little handful, and we're going to play about with our hand mobility and see what's going to be the easiest way for us to dispense these. So we've got a couple of pieces in one hand, get into position, mark, and feed repeatedly. So I've got about 3 or 4 pieces of food there. Yes, food. Yes, food. Yes, food. Whilst the dog's chin is on the hand. So I'm feeding in such a way that when he opens and closes his mouth, it's hitting up and off my hand. Another way to do this is to place the food on your knee or a surface in front of the dog and just pick up one bit at a time as you mark and feed, positioned in such a way that the eyesight, the line of sight, encourages your dog's chin into the correct position on your hand. When we want to go further and add in more duration, we can start to go, yes, food, wait 1 second, yes, food, wait 1 second, so on and so forth until we have a really lovely long chin. Now Storm here is going to show you what a less advanced one looks like. Slow lure, mark and feed. You see how I'm always removing my platform away in the early stages as I mark and feed. So part of my duration building can be just waiting a second or two before marking and feeding with that early stage lure. And now we're into multiple rewards. So we want to give lots of rewards while the dog stays in the same position and use our placement and our hand lures to set them up to keep the position for as long as possible. So you see how he backs up, but I still bring him straight back in and feed. Very quickly reset. Yes, and we very quickly get rid of the expectation of removing the head. You see how though, even though he wanted to go away in the second repetition there, he did hang out. So he's learning to understand that it's about the contact and maintaining the contact. Trying a slightly different angle here, you'll see how this helps him again. Pinchy finger, platform hand, lure, mark, feed. Now the fact that I'm able to keep the food below nose level actually encourages him to keep his chin on. And we just keep adding in our seconds.